Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 596. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor Smith. What's up, Connor?
Hi.
What is up, Daniel?
Hello.
What's up, Gloria?
Hello, my sweetie.
All right. So, I'm going to share with you guys the 12th Doctor's novels that's coming out. Okay, we have Gloria, you see it?
Yep.
And by the way, Gloria,
Hello.
yes, it looks like River's coming back. Probably. All right, so anyway, 12th.
My day.
It might be, man. 12th Doctor novels. Let's see. Big Bang Generation. Let's see. Plot synopsis is. Let's see. What do we have here? Imagine everyone's surprised when a time portal opens up in Sydney Cove. Imagine their shock as a massive pyramid now sits beside the harbor bridge, inconveniently blocking poor Jackson with glowing energy. Imagine their fear as Cyrus the mobster globbed Professor Horace Jansen and an alien assassin called Kick arrived to claim the glowing pyramid. Imagine everyone's dismay when they are followed by a branch of con artists that spring out of the greatest gift yet. This gang consists of Legs, the sexy comedian, Dog Boy. Wow, what is this? This is actually a book? Really? Dog Boy providing protection and firepower, Shorty handling logistics, and Troll in charge of evacuation and excavation in history. And their leader, Doc. I don't know what this is.
Charge of.
This is actual books. What is this? The con
Really?
is on. It sounds like blah to me. What is this, man? Is this like?
It's funny.
I mean, I don't even want to read this because it's like nonsense. These are actual books, too. Get out of here.
Yeah.
They don't even sound good. Big Bang Generation? Do you really need to call it Big Bang Generation to get dramatic effect? I'm sorry about that one, but wasn't there an episode called Big Bang? What?
Who's writing them?
Ugh. Gary Russell?
Never heard of
it. Trevor Baxendale, The Deep Time, and Una McCormick.
And
Man,
another.
if people could write that stuff, I might as well start my own too. Jeez. Damn.
You should run for showrunner after my release in 2016.
I'm not good enough to be showrunner. I didn't even write an episode of Doctor Who yet, or even a book. But if people could write that stuff, and that stuff doesn't sound that great at all, then...
And I don't get it either because I wrote one, and I'm not being big-headed, but it's not that hard to write a Doctor Who story.
Right.
Because there's nothing to base it off. Like, it'd be harder to write a Batman
It's original.
story. Exactly. So...
I do apologize for... I don't mean to bash the books. That first one, I'm not crazy about the title, Big Bang Generation. That's just ripping off of Doctor Who in general, and
they are using words from other titles like
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Robot and Deep.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Like by the name, if you didn't read the synopsis and you just listen or read the name, you might think it had something to do with the same story of the Big Bang. Yeah,
this is called the Glamour Chronicles, which I really don't know what the hell that is. You want to read any of them? Deep Time.
I'll read them.
Please, because I'm just booting it and I want to give it some type of justice. I don't want to judge it negatively.
don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Although I try to make people judge my books by their cover because I try to make nice covers. So there you go. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Smith.
Yeah, I think I'll read them. I don't really read Doctor Who books, but I think I'll give them a go because I did read one, and it was one of those follow your own path books, and it was just rubbish. It was a 10th Doctor and Martha one, and it's just typical. Like, it must have been an American writer, no offense, but it must have been an American writer because there was too much typical British slang and stuff in it that it was obvious that it wasn't written by a
don't
British
put that
person.
stuff in there if you're American. If you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Listen, I do have to say, we should not handle Doctor Who. That's your thing because it needs to stay home. We tried to do it and it kind of got like really ruined. We're just like, oh,
The Doctor Who movie.
yeah, that's embarrassing. Dude, I agree with you. Right on. All right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have our announcement that Doctor Who's 12 episodes plus a Christmas special this year.
Oh yeah.
That's at least we're not getting any less. So that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have not 13. It's still missing that one episode, from previous seasons. But what could you do?
If it was 13, we could have had a 3-episode finale, but they could do some continuity at Christmas.
I still think that there's going to be a 3-parter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am. Finale is a 2-parter, and then the Christmas is going to tie in with it. So,
I'm sticking to my guns on that one.
Yeah. Because it's like with some shows like Warehouse 13, they did a series, and then the Christmas special was just completely nothing to do what was going on.
Right.
Like, characters that weren't in it anymore were in the Christmas episode, and it feels like that's happening with Doctor Who, to be honest.
See, like Moffat goes for records, so what's the one thing that he has to do before he leaves the showrunner? And that is a 3-parter.
Yeah. Well, the last 3-parter we had was
Utopia, Sound the Drums, Last of the Time Lords. Yeah.
Utopia was good. I didn't like how they made the Master into, like, just a craze, just over the top.
Oh, also Moffat threw something out there too, I heard. I heard that Moffat said, how do you know that John Sim regenerated into Michelle Gomez?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Which I said that before. I'm like, you're gonna wind up seeing a whole bunch of Masters.
But I heard they're adding a whole new dynamic to the character of Missy since last series.
What kind of dynamic is it going to be?
Like, she's not going to be like what she was in the last 2-parter, where
What's she
she was
nice?
completely...
Nice.
Hopefully not. Hopefully she's going to be able to cooperate with the Doctor, but apparently she's going to be less of a Joker wannabe, I'd say. With all the immense killing, like when she killed Osgood, she did it in a very psychotic fashion, I'd say. But, she's going to be a bit less psycho. But, she is a brilliant actress, and she's a brilliant character as well. Like, I didn't think they'd be able to pull it off.
I'm happy she's coming to New York.
I just didn't think they'd pull it off with a female Master. I mean, imagine all the uproar you'd get, and then when Dark Water aired, it was like she was brilliant how she could lie to the Doctor and manipulate him, and it's brilliant character overall. She stole every single scene she was in, to be honest. That's what I'm saying.
I thought she was fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Like some people, oh, we got Mum going. Some people really hate the fact that they changed.
Marco, this is the Real Whovians cast.
Eh?
We're in the Real Whovians cast.
Oh, is this the Whovians cast?
Real Whovians cast, man.
What's going
What's up,
on?
bro? Well,
How
we're
we
talking
doing?
about Missy. Missy's coming to New York, bro. What do you think about that? No.
Is she?
Yeah. Coming October, man.
Why, does she live there or what?
That's what she said. She said that's like her home away from home. That's like her home. I didn't know she lives in New York. I gotta find that out.
Jesus.
I'll be knocking on her door. I'm like, hey, I want to have an apple too, man. You got an apple for me?
Is there any news?
Dude, there's tons of news, man. Tons of news.
Yeah,
Just gotta know where to
like
look
terrible
for it.
books.
There's
Now.
we read some terrible books. There's all right, no, I'm sorry. We don't know if it's terrible. I apologize.
Synopsis. A terrible synopsis.
It's a terrible synopsis.
Yeah. Terrible book.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Mongo, they've been confirmed 12 episodes plus a Christmas special, so that's 13. We may have Clara for Christmas as well.
Yeah.
So we may have Clara for Series 10, which I'm telling you that's probably going to happen.
No. I mean, someone was saying the other day that there was a leaked a line from the series finale of Series 9, and it said it was Clara, and someone had wrote proper serious scripture, and then at the end it said, Clara said, well, I couldn't very well keep calling myself Adric now, could I?
Oh, you're kidding me. That's not...
Well, what do you mean? That she's somebody else?
Nah, that's bullshit.
No, it's not real, it's just a joke, but...
That's just stupid. Listen, we're all Adric. I keep telling you that, but
Yep, we are.
we're all
I do
Adric.
like Adric, I have nothing against him.
We're all Adric. We're all stemmed from Adric.
We all have our trick in us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Except
I like.
for when I kill myself.
I know, Connor.
Save the civilization.
Yeah. So Mongo,
She's not gonna stay on for season 10.
she might.
She won't.
She might.
Nah.
Yeah.
She'll leave. I think
Oh.
we're gonna get a twist. We're gonna get a twist.
Yeah,
She's just,
bro, she's staying as part of the furniture, dude. She's not leaving. I'm telling you, she's probably signed for 2 years, this year and next year. I'm telling you.
well, didn't
Probably
someone
gonna happen.
wasn't someone saying that like she wasn't on set or something?
That
or
was
other?
just one. I'm telling you, you don't have to be on set every day. Nah, man, she's staying, I think. She's probably like, nah, I don't want to go. The hell with that, I'm staying.
Well, what would you like to see compared with a new companion? To see like
I wouldn't
because
want to
it's
see.
not.
I want to see companions with Clara in the TARDIS. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's see a couple, man. Why don't we have like Peter Davison type, where you have like Tegan, Nissa, Turlo, everybody. Just why not?
Yeah. Do you think they'll do that?
Shauna.
Why not?
Shauna.
Let's get like
I've gotta go
4.
now.
Bye, Connor Smith.
But
Good,
it's
bro.
yeah, but that's because the thing is, right, with Stephen Moffat, he won't do that because Russell T Davis would do that.
Let me get my master book, by the way. I showed off to you guys. You could talk, Mongo. Hold on.
My favorite news is, my favorite thing that he said on tonight's show so far
Yeah.
was that guess what? That we're going, well, he didn't say it, but I'm going to say something, that we're going to be hearing Hello Sweetie again.
Really? Is she coming back?
Well, he said that it looks like it. I'm happy about that. Because if she's coming, I'm going to be over the moon happy because she's my favorite character after the Doctor, of course.
What do you think? How do you think they'll like write her in? How do you think they'll put her in it?
I have no idea.
You don't think she'll end up like being? What's that? Can you hear that?
No. I think maybe I have no idea what capacity. I would actually like it to be post library, like she's out of the
Yeah,
library, out of the.
yeah. I think it would
Uh,
be a shame if they never brought up the
because,
library.
because why was Clara's, Echo there? I mean, yeah, she's everywhere the Doctor needed her to be, but she wasn't needed there because River sacrificed herself.
Yeah, and what about the
So
screw? Maybe she gives them a new screwdriver.
yeah, why did the Echo Clara? What did the Echo Clara do that she wasn't needed there?
Yeah,
Could
it's
she have
weird.
sent River out of the computer? Because she did say, she act like she knew Clara. And kind of there was something, there was like a little bit of a, not finished there kind of thing when she talked about a connection with Clara and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it was just because of the conference
Yeah,
call.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced that Gail Cow was that. It's a shame they called her Cow because if they didn't call her Cow, they could have said that that was a young Clara Oswald, and that's how she's connected.
Look at this puppy right here.
Wow,
Oh,
that
cool.
is wicked.
That's cool, right?
That is.
That is class, man. Show me it.
Yeah, see it?
I can't see it.
Oh,
Uh,
See it?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. $20. Really
Jeez.
nice.
But is it like a
They
special edition?
If you see her,
they
you're gonna
even
have to find.
have they even have the audio is master. If you can see right here. Wait,
Oh,
wait, hold
Oh,
on.
is
cool.
that him? Yeah.
Yeah, let me get him. Hold on.
If
There he
you
is.
need Kelly, you should have her sign that.
Yeah, no. No, I think they're gonna have a Missy book. I'll get the Missy book, and I'll have her sign that. I have a feeling. You're all about the Missy.
All about the missing.
So who
They'll
do you
probably
think?
have. Yeah.
Who do you think's going to be at this thing you're going to?
I know that the comic book team is going to be there, the Doctor Who, but I don't know what actor or actresses are going to be there, if at all. We don't know. I don't know. Should be pretty fun.
Yeah, I reckon you get a few surprises there.
I hope so. Now, Matt Smith's filming another friggin' thing right now, huh? What is he filming now? What is he popping these movies out like left and right? He's filming it. I think he's filming. What the hell is he filming now? He's filming Prisoner. No, not Prisoner.
Patient zero.
Patient Zero. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You said prisoner again.
Yeah, Prisoner
Prisoner
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah, sorry guys. Just like the God Complex, How to Catch a Monster. Like, hey, that's a good title. I'm gonna name that movie after. Yeah.
So he did. I didn't know he did. What was the Lost River like?
That's what How to Catch a Monster was retitled, Lost River. And here we go, River 2, with the Doctor Who references now.
Yeah, and then I also like that the chapter on that where Barty Crouch Jr. on Harry Potter book, the chapter that he's introduced in is called I think he either dies or is introduced into it, is called Parted of the Way.
Wow.
You know that. You know that. Did you say that the one that's the woman who lives and the woman who dies?
I don't know what the hell that episode's about, to tell you the truth.
That sounds like River's song. That does.
Might be.
What about the library? Because me and Gloria were talking about the library and saying like they need to go back there. They can't just leave that storyline the way it is.
The
Because
Echo being there.
I agree.
like they can't. Because like, what about the screwdriver? It would make more sense how.
She wouldn't kill herself and just phase out of existence. She wouldn't do that. She'd probably go back to the library.
And what about the screwdriver? Because it makes sense how we got a new screwdriver. Because she said that you gave it to me.
Yeah.
But we never got to see that. But was that because David Tennant left too soon? Did they not plan for him to leave too soon?
No, that's not it. But we'll see that story eventually, hopefully.
About the other one.
The Singing Towers?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Gloria?
I think that would be the perfect ending for the story. Then I could feel like I had closure.
Why does the story have to end at all? Why can't they just
I
keep
know
going on?
exactly. Like rescue her from the library. Then she doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be a fixed point or whatever. She doesn't have to be stuck in there and all that kind of stuff.
I was thinking as well, right? You know the way Tom Baker said, "Oh, you're going to be revisiting a few faces, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
But the long way round. That means that he could go and see River Song before her end, like, because remember she said, "Oh, you will visit a future version of me." That was the story, yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, 2 doctors
Yeah.
for a birthday. That's right.
Yeah. So when she says, "Wait, could you not meet a future version?"
I would. You know what I would do? I would do the Singing Towers story, so that way everybody cries their freaking eyes out. Make it so freaking emotional that you're like coughing up like phlegm and crying and a box of tissues and your nose is running. You're like traumatized. Then I would have a couple episodes, and then I said, Howard, let's just bring him back. And then, that was for nothing. I just like fix the whole damn thing.
No.
That's what I would do.
That way, so that they could have her keep coming back. But if
She could regenerate,
they
maybe.
take it, she could regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it was a version we never saw before.
Who knows? Yeah, she didn't know how to regenerate in New York. She's like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. She's like, it's like...
I can fix it. It's easy.
I can fix it. It's all right. It's she knew what she was doing.
And you know what I always think that bum, he probably ran to go tell police about it. And, and the police will probably show up there. And they'll see
that poor bum. Yeah.
A little baby laying there, and
regenerate.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what do you think? Do you think it will happen?
I think we may see another incarnation of River before.
Yeah, before she was River.
Before whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I bet there was one regenerations we never saw.
She had to learn how to regenerate. I mean,
She knew how.
Well, who's this Maisie Williams?
Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah, but is she supposed to be in this? Does anyone know?
In the.
Dude, she could be young Clara. She could be young Clara. That's the one that got lost, supposedly, with the.
Yeah.
With the
but you know what I was saying? It's a shame they called that little girl in the library called Cal. If they called her Clara, how fitting would that have been? Because it would have made sense how she was connected to River Song the whole time.
They could call Cal, so why not? They'll come up with something cool.
No, but you know the way the little girl was. Yeah, but why can't they go to that?
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't they just say, oh, her name was Cal just because her dad wanted to call her that or whatever, but her real name was Clara. Then that would tie in that she was the little girl, and it would make sense how she was connected to River Song the whole time. Because the little girl said, oh yeah, I brought you some friends. And she brought her friends.
Right.
You remember?
Well, Cal could be a descendant of Clara.
Like what? Granddaughter or something?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the whole futuristic descendant of...
Cal could have been an Echo.
Cal could have been an Echo.
That's what I mean.
Well, look at the Echo of Clara chilling outside the library looking at him. What's that all about?
Yeah.
She's looking at David Tennant. She's looking at David Tennant like Batman on a perch. It's like, what are you doing up there? What are you doing?
All the Echoes were born. All the Echoes were born to couples, to people, to parents. And so maybe Cal is her parents were actually, and I mean that's funny.
You know, I got a cool theory. You know what? You know what could be the cool theory?
What?
It could be like that she, you know, goes in the TARDIS, and then Donna and the Doctor go in the TARDIS, and she's chilling in there for like years, and Echo just chilling, like watching TV and stuff, keeping busy for like a couple years, and it pops out of the TARDIS. Hey, what's up? It's like.
Have you seen the Avengers yet? No.
Tomorrow, man. Not tomorrow. Saturday. Don't spoil it. This is.
Why are you waiting so long?
Because it's not released yet, bro. Over here, you got it early. But this is the real Whovians cast, so we're gonna stick with Doctor Who. Any other questions with Doctor Who? Anything about Doctor Who? Because we'll go back to the Everything Show.
No. Bring on season 9. Just bring it on. Oh yeah, actually. You know what? There is something. You know, do you remember the trailer to the last season, of Doctor Who, where we all thought it sounds like Davros, but then it turns into the Daleks saying, "I can see into your soul,"
right,
and stuff like that. You know, it would have been really fitting because everyone is saying that Davros is returning this year, So
yes.
Really, that trailer was for this year, not last year, because at the start of it, it is Davros. It really does sound like Davros. So
electrocuted. So that didn't happen in the actual show.
Yeah, that didn't even happen like that. None of that. It just was that like a trailer of what was to come? But it didn't mean like in one season. It just meant
it's foreshadowing of Davros coming back.
Yeah, was it kind of like, because if you watch the beginning, it really is, it's Davros, isn't it, at the start?
Yeah, but you know.
And then it turns into a Dalek. So it's a shame they just said, "Oh, that's season 8."
But you should be happy Davros is coming back now.
Hey,
you should be happy he's coming back for the 2-part.
Who?
Davros.
Oh, is he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's come up for 2-part?
Oh my God! I gotta explain it to you. Okay, you ready for this?
The first two.
What's that?
I knew as much as it was.
The Doctor lands on Skaro in the past by accident. Right? This guy's walking around. There's about to be an explosion. He saves the person. Guy's like, "Thanks. What's your name?" Davros. He just prevented him from blowing off his leg and becoming blind.
Yeah.
And what happens? The whole timeline gets altered. The Daleks get erased, that they never came into being. But the Time Lord's the timeline is even worse because he saved Davros, and he has to basically fix it. And then Davros appears in the finale.
But is that would that explain how why Davros? So basically, that's kind of fitting in with how Davros kind of knew the Doctor.
No, what's going to happen is he's going to have to fix the timeline where he's not going to help him, and then he's going to be the cause of Davros becoming crippled, and that's going to even more hatred. Basically.
Oh, okay.
So basically, erase what he does. He makes a mistake, and he has to erase mistake he made.
But then he's the cause of it in the first place.
But he's the cause of it in the first place. The whole Moffat loop, they call it.
Yeah, but wouldn't that mean that? But then he couldn't blame him because he saved his ass.
He's gonna blame him.
That's what I mean. So he's gonna blame him anyway.
That's all I have to see is his face, and then he's the one that caused it. You know, it's
his fault no matter what. He doesn't care.
So it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, expect a 2-parter with Davros in the beginning. That's the plan.
Cool.
With Missy. That's gonna be interesting.
With Missy as well.
Yeah.
So we got them. And what about this? Is there any John Sim coming up, or is that?
I think so.
Is he going to get a return, or?
Moffat said that. How do you know that John Sim regenerated into Missy? He could have regenerated into other masters.
Before Missy, yeah.
Yeah, so Missy could be a who knows.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
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 That Missy isn't directly after.
So he could be like this. The Missy could, yeah, but it would make sense
It could be 5 masters after Sim. We don't know.
But it would no, but it would actually make sense why it was one because didn't someone say that we're going to Planet Khan? Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
where
was a crime.
where Paul wasn't it where Paul McGann got? Remember they said to him, "Do you want to be woman or man, warrior?" So it would make sense why he chose to be a woman.
Right.
Maybe he just said, "I need a change. Do you know what? I'm just sick of this kind of thing."
Yeah.
There must be a reason, or maybe he wanted to disguise himself in that planet. So by going into a woman, he could get around things a lot easier.
I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to explain that. You know.
Why don't we get explanations? I don't understand.
Moffat doesn't like explaining things.
And I can't wait to get the answer of why he has the face that he has.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the next Real Whovians cast when Connor wakes up.
Yeah, I really want to know about that because, like, I'm sorry, if you're a story writer, yeah, when you do decide to walk away, you've got to end it with everything tying in.
Right.
You have to, man.
Nice bow, yeah.
You have to everything, even if it's flashbacks. Just please, just do it.
I agree.
Yeah, even if it's like a flashback of David Tennant with River Song for a few seconds and the library, and then going forward, you know, just go out there with a bang and just make it crazy.
The Sonic and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, just make everything like I know people said it was a bit pathetic and a bit sad the way they did the Time of the Doctor and the crack in the wall, and it was all rushed. But at least we got that because it could have been worse. They could have just gone, oh yeah, there's just a crack in the wall and it's nothing. At least they flashed back in Time of the Doctor and went, oh look, and you know what? I always say this. This is true. I'm not lying when I'm saying this here. This is really true. You know what was really unique about Matt Smith's first episode and his last? I can't remember, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I am wrong, but I can't remember a Doctor that in his first episode, his first episode, it would signify what was going to come for him in his last episode.
Oh yeah,
the cracks. The Pandora would open, the cracks were there, they said silence would fall, everything that happened was
first
in his
episode.
End.
Yeah,
it's like the beginning of the end.
I agree. That was pretty cool. Moffat did that,
and that was pretty cool because no one else has had that. You know, their first episode.
I had flashbacks. I mean, not just what they were showing on the screen, but I kept thinking about that episode, the 11th hour.
I had a feeling that we would see the cracks again after that.
Well, it was because the thing is with Doctor Who and definitely with Stephen Moffat's Doctor Who as well. He leaves things there, and if you don't pick up on them, you miss it. Because then, like in later episodes, you're like, oh shit, that was in the first episode,
right?
And you're just left because I remember that episode, and I knew, that means something. You know, the crack's not done. And when they said to him the silence will fall, I won't lie and say I thought it was what they said it was, because obviously I thought the silence was a species, the alien thing. So I didn't think it actually meant the question would be asked, the silence will fall. Yeah. But it was really well done. It was more timey-wimey stuff, and it really clicked into place looking back.
But if you go back and you watch Series 5, you remember from Series 6 what the silence sounded like. Yeah. So you could hear that, and you're like, "Oh crap, they're in the background in like Series 5."
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Okay.
Tell me that again.
Okay, I'll tell you where. It's when River is trying to control the TARDIS because the TARDIS is going crazy inside. On the episode, the Pandora opens, and she's asking the TARDIS like, "What's wrong with you?" You know, it's acted up because it's about to go and be blown up. It's just about to then. And she finally goes out the door because she kind of calms down and she's like, okay, so you're all right now? So she goes out, and just as she walks out the door of the TARDIS, it shows the monitor, and it cracks.
That's right.
Yeah, but there's also the thing with the lodger where somebody pushed the Doctor out of the TARDIS. Yeah. And then it looks like Amy's looking at something like, like in the TARDIS, like, you know.
Uh-huh.
in the lodger.
So, yeah.
And what about the 11th room? Did you know? Be honest. Do you know when he opened his door, the door for 11? Did you think that was the crack in the wall, or what did
No,
you really think was in
I
there?
actually thought that it was him envisioning, like seeing the future, where
Oh,
he
okay.
becomes evil, and then there's no hope, and then the TARDIS does the hoist about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the TARDIS is like screaming. Yeah,
Yeah, they were the only two theories I had
that's what I
was
thought it was.
That's
yeah,
what I thought too.
And then that's why
really.
he says, "Oh yeah," because like he
Oh, of
forgot,
course,
like
yeah.
he forgot that he's supposed to
He's
become
afraid
evil
of them because
or something.
he was wondering what was making the tears, what was making the cracks and stuff. So when he saw it, he said, "Oh, of course."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you know, it's
yeah.
funny.
Rooms were.
It's funny that Rory didn't have a room.
Yeah, he didn't, did he?
I mean, it was what was in your room was the thing you were afraid of, or something that you
No,
were.
no, no. You know what the room was? He did have a room. It was called the exit sign because that would mean that he would be, "Peace out, Amy. I'm out of there," which is true because it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And
Because that was later on. What it was Asylum, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, "Peace out, Amy." Yeah. That was the door.
But
His exit.
but you know when I either thought it was well obviously when we did know Capaldi when we knew Capaldi was going to take over, yeah, I kept thinking, oh, it's to tie in with that, and he was like, oh god, and then my second thing was I did think it was his death because you know when the cluster bells went off
Yeah.
in there, I thought yeah because the TARDIS only does that when it's bad or something is going on. So that's when I kind of thought, yeah, that's something to do with that, you know?
Yeah.
Also, on the name of the Doctor, the TARDIS, it being there, it made it feel like it was. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we knew it wasn't going to be his real death. I mean, well, we knew that it could be a future stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be the 11th. That is like the timeline there for that reason. But the weird thing about it is that we didn't see all of his future selves in the timeline. We just saw up to 11.
Yeah.
So it seems it was going to be him that dies, like for real, not just
Well, that's what I thought, yeah, because I thought with like when they showed the graves and the tombs, and I thought, oh, it doesn't matter, no matter what, he's still going to have that
That's
death.
why there was a lot of rumors about that there was someone else taking over the helm, that he was really going to die, and that Peter Capaldi was just going to take over the helm and take on the name of the Doctor.
But not actually be a doctor,
Yeah,
isn't it?
not the same person, same character. So it's like, so I remember I got worried about it. I was like, don't, please don't.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah, because I kind of thought it could be a reboot, like he's the first Doctor of a new thing.
That's nonsense. He's
Yeah,
connected
I know.
with
And I was thinking
Well,
to
no,
myself, if they do that, the only way I'd be okay with it is if they had him put himself inside the library and computer with River. That's the only way I would have been okay with that if that was the case. But I'm so happy it wasn't that the case.
Yeah, it was the right thing. They couldn't just start off with a new number one. That would be great.
No,
The Whovian community would go mad.
yeah, everybody was pissed.
Daniel, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think that you know what everybody was talking about, like with the whole Doctor Who movie, like a Doctor Who movie, like someone's gonna make a reboot, right? I don't know who it was gonna do it, right? And everybody said, "Oh, we think David Tennant should be in like the new movie that
Absolutely.
Sony."
Absolutely, I agree.
You know what I would like? I would like for that maybe Capaldi regenerates back into David Tennant for that movie.
They're not doing that. Like Moffat is not connected with the movie, and he wouldn't have Peter Capaldi. They wouldn't be able to use Peter Capaldi or John Louis Coleman.
Yeah, but it would be interesting if like maybe they mentioned that he regenerated back into his previous form, like maybe
See that we don't want to really confuse people with regeneration limits.
Yeah. Because
Because the 10th Doctor shouldn't be the 13th Doctor, and
We're not. Is that not? That doesn't even count, does it? That they didn't even acknowledge that, really. Like Capaldi's number 12,
he's 12.
even
He's
though
12.
he's supposed to be
He still
13.
goes,
He's not 13 because that wasn't a Doctor.
still
It was-
goes by the same
it's just-
numbers. Even though they fixed it, he did kind of redeem that incarnation of the War Doctor, but he still doesn't go. That
He's not a Doctor because he never had a
Oh, yeah.
companion.
Yeah,
he never
had.
traveled around. He
Oh,
just kept
yeah,
blowing
that's
things
right.
up.
That's
He was
yeah.
a warrior.
That's why he said, "Only for this moment, I am the Doctor," because he knew
And
once he went back in the
technically,
TARDIS,
you can't
that was
have a War Doctor because, a Doctor's supposed to heal, so he's not healing. He's just blowing things up.
it. And he also said,
So
"Not in
that's
the
a
name of the
paradox in
Doctor."
itself.
And don't forget, he also said, "Not in the name of the
A
Doctor."
War Doctor.
No such thing.
Yeah, he's not a number because he even said, "Not in the name of the Doctor." He was
He's
just
not. He's
like,
not a Doctor. He's just. That's when he took vacation.
Warrior.
There you go.
He's like the warrior.
He was like an extended sabbatical. The whole incarnation, just chill.
so he wasn't even meant to happen, was he? Unless Eccleston came.
Yeah, I think basically if he didn't drink the thing, he would have been Eccleston. Yeah.
He would have turned into Eccleston.
Anyway, yeah. That's what I think.
So would that have meant they would have said, "Oh, you can choose your next appearance," instead of saying,
No, it just
I'm
would have meant
Doctor
that. It just
Who?
would have meant that Matt Smith wasn't the last, because it would have been the 12th Doctor would have been the last, and then the 13th would have been the new cycle.
How do you mean?
Oh,
Because you said that we didn't count John Hurt as a number, so that means
in other words, you have to have 13 Doctors for 12 regenerations.
because the vanity issues. You're saying that doesn't count as a Doctor again.
So, like, in other words, if everything happened without losing regenerations, we would have had a 13th Doctor, and then he would have had to regenerate to the 14th to have a new cycle.
Count the bodies, not the regeneration, but
Yeah.
but not in terms of the War Doctor.
We're not getting into that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is just, yeah.
We're not getting into this again. This was like a long.
The
No.
bodies.
It's just out there. Yeah. And all I can say is the Doctor was number 11, Peter's number 12, and let's go forward.
But listen, if you count David Tennant as a regeneration, why don't you count?
Well, here we go.
Why don't you count the River X regenerations as a regeneration? Because he cared about his vanity too, because he didn't regenerate to somebody else. The River gave him the regenerations. There you go.
But he didn't technically regenerate. He was just given
He
energy to come
regenerated.
back
That's
alive.
bull
I think he was just healed.
No, he regenerated.
Yeah, because it was coming out, but it was coming out of his.
She just controlled it that he wouldn't change his appearance. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, because the way she put her hands on her. Yeah, but I got it. So why didn't they do that again? So why did?
I'm sorry.
I guess why?
Because you saying that, Joe, just made my day, because now that means he did the same thing for River, so he got this. That's so cute.
That's right. River made sure he would change his face. That's right. So, all right, gang. That's going to be it for this episode. We're going to find out from our other members what they're doing. So,
Cool.
take care. Bye for now.